You know what I think we ought to do is just somebody out there in the audience sing some bad 80s songs or something. We'll just use that as coming back into the show. Just so we don't have to pick up right after the smoker voice starts. Okay, so the New York Giants are a train wreck. And one of the offensive linemen, in particular for an offensive lineman to talk trash, is a big mistake. This is an epic rant. It's an epic rant. It's great. It's pointed. I don't blame the guy at all. So just to set this up, the offensive lineman for the New York Giants, I believe they gave up 7 sacks to the Seahawks. 11. I'm sorry. I quit counting. Like the first half, it was 7. So they were absolutely destroyed on Monday night. I mean, it was a joke. And, look, it's New York on top of that, but I think any city, you'd be mad. So one of the players decides to, he's been out of shape. He doesn't like getting booed. He wants to pop off about it. So he goes public with his criticism. No, with his take that it doesn't matter they're booing him because they're a bunch of losers and sheep and they do nothing but, I don't know why he said make hot dogs, but he did. They do nothing but make hot dogs and flip burgers.
Right tackle Evan Neal looked up towards the stands, raised his arms, and gestured sarcastically. He said he did not flip off fans, but he did yell a clear message to them. They are booing us, so I said, boo louder, Neal told NJ Advanced Media on Wednesday. Why would a lion concern himself with the opinion of a sheep, he added. The person that's commenting on my performance, what does he do? Flip hot dogs and hamburgers somewhere? Are you kidding me? I'd cut his ass. I would. How dare you? These people pay your salary. They pay an obnoxious amount of money to park, an obnoxious amount of money for PSLs to sit there and watch this pap, and you call them hamburger flippers? What, you're so much better? I'd rather have a guy that's flipping hamburgers blocked than your piece of garbage ass. Who the hell are you to talk to fans like that? You piece of garbage. I hate when players do that. You're not above us. What, because you happen to play a sport? You're better than me? You're better than the people that pay your salary? These Giant fans were here before you, and they'll be here after your sorry ass is cut. What a piece of human trash. And I don't want to hear some apology. I don't want to hear, I was taken out of context. I didn't mean, I don't want to hear, done. I would cut his fat ass. If you see him in the mall of Willowbrook, boo his ass. If you see him on the DMV, boo him. Don't stop booing him. If he goes to the Pro Bowl, boo him. If he wins a Super Bowl, boo his sorry ass. Screw that guy. We're not nobody. Flipping, how do you condescend to people that pay to watch you play? Poorly, I might add.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, you gave up. It's just, there shouldn't be any context for the guy saying this. He turned to the crowd. Listen, I've been booed before, plenty of times. I've been booed at home. One thing you learn, I learned this at a young age. My dad was a referee. You think that nobody liked him. You got to keep your head down and stay in your lane. You cannot react ever. It doesn't matter how deserved it was or not. But in the case of this fat ass, he gave up 11 sacks, man. I mean, you were worse than bad. There's nothing you could say. I mean, the only thing you can say if you're the New York Giants and an offensive lineman for the New York Giants, which is also a different level of this, your only answer is, I don't blame them for booing. We suck. Silence. That's it. That's all you can say. And he called them burger flippers. Yeah. I mean, and look, if you were in, I don't know many NFL towns that would tolerate that, but I'm pretty sure in New York it's not going to be tolerated well at all. You want the rant again? I don't even know the guy's name. Who is it? Brandon, it's on there somewhere. I think he's a late night guy. He's just... Don
Greca?
Oh, the great Don Greca.
Yeah, sure, that guy.
Yeah, 4 a.m. Don had just had it.
Great rant.
I loved it. It was outstanding. It was perfect. I'd heard about this guy popping off. He turns to the crowd, and of course, look now. First of all, it's a bad idea. Period. End of story. You do not go into the crowd. You don't. It can't end well confronting 60,000 pissed off people, right? It can't. I don't care if you think you're right. Go to the locker room and shut your face. But to then think they're not you're yelling at them, they're burger flippers. You think they're not going to record that? And sure enough, they did. And sure enough, it was made public. And sure enough, the great Don Greca at 2 a.m. had enough.